That to you and ask you to pick that up. And let me just add, pull the lens back a little bit and ask you to add to Elise's point, the experience of traveling to Europe and refusing to affirm our commitment to NATO, the very public rebuke of the Paris Accord, which a similar coalition lobbied the president to not pull out, but try to improve if there were things that we couldn't live with. Can you add those two examples and pick up on Elise's point?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, with Donald Trump's unilateral abrogation of this international agreement, he has achieved the remarkable result of giving the high ground on issues of national trust and credibility to the Islamic Republic of Iran, the world's #1 leading exporter of terror, over the United States of America, isolating us from our allies on all days VE Day, the anniversary of the end of World War II, where the United States, in cooperation with its great allies, saved the world from tyranny. So we look at his pulling out of this. What he has shown is that the word of the United States in an international agreement means nothing. And secondly, the breaker of this agreement is not Iran, who has been compliant with it, but in fact our country, the United States of America. And lastly, this moves the world closer to war in this region. This is what foreign policy looks like, concocted in the fever swamps of Fox News and the alternate reality of Sinclair Broadcasting and the alternate reality of talk radio. Almost everything that the president represented was materially false. What a competent and responsible president would have done, and I understand that there are many people who think that the deal did not go far enough. It didn't include the Iranians' ballistic missile program. It didn't include Iran's export and funding of terror and the destabilization of the Middle East. I think those are legitimate criticisms. A competent president would have said, I don't like this deal. I have my eyes on the Iranians. We're going to be insistent that there be tough verification and enforcement. There's no problem with this, but he has isolated the United States. And of course, every time he goes to Europe and he equivocates on our obligations under the Article 5 provisions of NATO, he sends a message to Vladimir Putin to go ahead, test us, make a move in the Baltics. Vladimir Putin, if he's feeling gutsy on any day, looking at this president's equivocations and looking at the degree to which he has sundered the alliances that are so essential to the security of this country, does he make a move? We don't know. But the world got a lot more dangerous today because of the incompetence of this president, whose only foreign policy philosophy seems to be to nullify the Obama presidency. If Barack Obama was for it, he's against it, and he's against it even if it means he makes American national security weaker.
Peter Baker, let me bring you back in on the role that Pompeo played. Your paper